I will see if I can get the names of the players and everything sorted out for you, chat, as soon as possible before we start the game. So moving into top four, we have Nathan. I can't quite Hills. Nathan Hills. So we've gone from Nathan Mills to Nathan Hills in inside of top four. I have just been handed the deck list of the respective players. We also have Jamal Wilson on the right side. I have the deck list of both players in front of me. However, play has already started. I do apologize about the intermission. Jamal with the 1 star and the regular as the search. Yeah. Oh, it's the Purunga, isn't it? I do apologize. I've seen so many Dragon Ball decks today. Um, Chat, I am joined by Liverpool's very own Alex Stewart. How are you today?
Good. I was on the stream previously before.
Yep.
I was the Geneva player. We got trashed by Jason, who was playing the U7 Freezer.
Team Spirit Bomb, very own. Yep, absolutely. Um, how was your deck round for you today?
It was pretty good. I played against a lot of height and mastery, like the same guy who is playing the Broly deck. I played against a lot of similar variants of that, and it's a kind of a very bad matchup for Janemba. I know a lot of people will know that. So yeah, so I only lost against two of them today, and then the rest of the games I've won everything else. So
Yeah,
yeah, I had a pretty good day.
I do believe we've just seen a bad ring go down as discard from the 1 star.
Pretty ballsy getting rid of a bad ring, really.
That is a brave move.
And a height, has been putting in energy.
A height. He's charged a height of mastery.
Yeah.
He's gone for the Bardock swap, so he takes a life auto awaken or self awaken. Sorry. Jamal taking a life off of the attack, I believe.
Yeah, both of these players previously played together in Swiss today.
In
They
Swiss today.
played, I think, round 4 against each other, and the game was very interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing
Yep.
what happens now.
We did have the issue with the ruling of time magic, where taking the life or targeting, cost, activation, and resolution, where the times are for, so on and so forth. It's just conjunctive card text, had to be resolved. Speaking of the time magic, it's been charged as energy by Jamal Wilson. Bursting 2.
Just don't mess with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
A Purunga and a. Is that a.
1 star.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's a 2 star because he does run a wide array of the cost balls. He does actually run quite the variant.
Is it this one? Yeah, he is running the 2 star. He's running it as a 1-off.
He's running it as a one-off. I've seen him with it a lot today.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
obviously with the Dende being able to search, it's very good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very if it runs into Janemba, it's a bit temperamental. Like,
Yep.
but yeah, luckily he hasn't had to face that much today
Mm.
because all the Broly plays have just destroyed Janemba.
Have they actually?
Yeah, well, there was I think there was 5 or 6 Janemba plays today, and that's all of them. They've just been banned by Broly.
Mm.
So, or in the mirror. Like,
Is that a Bardock I've seen charged there on Nathan's side of the board? Yep, absolutely. Taking life and drawing the card. I wonder what advantage he gets, because that's some pretty rapid advantage. Self-awaken, I feel it's...
oh, he's just passed the turn straight away.
Has
Oh
he
no, he hasn't.
actually...
No, he hasn't.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
was...
I was about to say, but come on,
And the
that was
negate
pretty
that went
fast.
down, or the counter that went down, can I just...
Yeah, super combo.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the super combo.
It's
Yeah.
if you can use it on 4 with I think it might be 5 actually. If you've
Yeah,
got the
I
Neptune.
think you can actually use it on 5, that super combo. I believe so. Please correct me if I'm wrong, chat.
Oh, don't. Oh, he goes for the awaken as well.
Jamal opting for the awaken as soon as possible.
You grab the super
Yeah,
back as well.
he absolutely, he retracted the super combo, conserving the hand plays.
And the path's been played.
The path, the path has been played. I do apologize for the exposure on the path. The lighting is a bit of an issue currently. I did do my best to fix it earlier. So how do you think this is going to play out?
So in Swiss before it goes really close for both players.
It was ridiculously
So
close.
I'm seeing a 2-1. I don't think anyone will massively dominate the other. If he gets set up enough,
Yeah,
Nathan, he will just completely destroy Jamal.
yeah,
But if Jamal gets some spicy freezer stuff out nice and early,
yeah.
he could just
Some,
completely
some
destroy him.
spicy
So
freezer stuff.
he drops the Kronoa.
The Cronoa goes down. Cronoa, I've loved the idea of the card because it is an equal out on summon because you do draw a card. I mean, it is at the cost of an energy, but you do have a body on board. You know, a potential boost, something that you could potentially, you could bait your opponent by swinging with, and a rather extortionate hand size from Jamal.
Yeah, he is
Oof.
playing Shigesh,
Yeah,
Nathan, but as a 2 of and not a 4.
Nathan's playing the Shigesh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So he's playing as a 2 of and not a 4 because a lot of people are playing, obviously main board and Cronoa now.
Cronoa. Yeah.
So it makes sense to maybe do a 2-2 split of like that with Jacko.
Mhm.
So it's a very smart decision from both players. It
Yeah.
cuts off half of his and another Bardock's at charge.
Another Bardock has been charged. That is some advantage that has had to go on the back row. It is interesting. Maybe maybe his hand is so good that we could potentially see something incredible and he doesn't actually need the Bardock. Maybe his advantages rewarded him. It's a high risk, high reward mechanic, the Bardock, I believe. The planet goes down. Is that a foil?
Maybe I can't really tell with the light.
Yeah.
Um, I still can't believe he got rid of a ring.
Jamal weighing his options here. You can definitely tell on Jamal the way Jamal's interacting. He's really, really putting some thought into his plays and his potentially next moves and so on and so forth. Um, Nathan opting to add the
Father Gohan. It's the same as Bardock, but it
yeah.
doesn't hit him. So it's
I believe the card has the nickname of Grandpa. I think you were about to. I almost caught you. Yeah.
grandfather or grandpa, whatever it was. But yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Some really clean adjustments to the board. We can definitely
oh,
depict.
it's the Colossal Warfare Titan play one. The
Oh,
Hoth,
is it?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're really nice looking.
That is, yeah. And he charged a freeze that I believe won him a game
Last game.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, when these two did match earlier.
It was a very interesting game.
It was. I mean, there were rulings flying left and right. It was, you know, the judge had to give an extension of up to 20 minutes while we were
Yeah.
trying to resolve.
definitely been a lot of interesting games today.
Mm.
Could
Yep.
definitely say that.
One thing I've noticed with these Dragon Ball decks, with the with the searches and so on and so forth, because Dragon Ball needs to be it needs to be accessible, the amount of Dragon Ball cards you have. And something I really like about this game is you can arrange your graveyard in such a way that you can split the Dragon Balls off
Yeah.
just to show your opponent. To be, it saves time. It's really helpful.
And it's polite, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely it is. Oh,
Yeah, it's Revival of the Emperor.
Revival of the Emperor.
He just played it.
I believe he has.
Very nice.
Yes,
That freeze is very cool as well.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And like I said, it won him a matchup against this deck earlier, I believe.
And he's also got Deadly Defender freezer out as well.
He does.
Yeah. So another very, very good card.
Yeah. So some of that spicy freezer stuff I believe you were referring to earlier is present.
Oh, Time Magic, lovely.
The time magic goes down from Nathan.
The best thing is now that he's got the Deadly Defender out, that if he goes into Vic Strike, he has to get rid of the Deadly Defender first, because the Vic Strike won't hit the guy, it won't hit his leader, so it won't deal him the damage.
So you're telling me the victory strike could potentially not go through?
Yeah, yeah. It all depends on if he has nulls and different other aspects. But this could be very interesting what the next few plays are going to be. This is
Yeah.
where the game really starts.
Yeah. Nathan going to 3 life. Potentially dangerous. However, does he still have the option to awaken?
Yeah,
I can't
he hasn't
quite see.
awakened
We
yet.
can't. He hasn't awakened.
No.
We can't quite see the leader due to the exposure. Unfortunately, there isn't anything I can do about that at this moment in time. However, we will let you know if anything further develops from this. Jamal adjusting his energy there. And that hand shuffle, I have to say, that hand shuffle is actually incredible. Look at the curvature of that. That is fluid.
Defo's seen every other card in his hand.
Yeah. I cannot hand shuffle like that for the life of me.
No.
I've wanted to learn to for years.
Down to it.
I don't even think it's speed. I think it's just the finesse of the motion.
Oh, that's his leader.
This is his leader in the yellow border. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Is that 3 Bardock we see in the energy?
Yeah, it's because he doesn't want to be taking damage now, isn't it?
Yeah, of
So
course.
it makes sense. But
But that could have been boost. It could have been boost.
so it is.
Is there anything? Are there any potentially dead cards in Nathan's deck against Jamal's deck?
Now,
We'll just refer to the deck list.
the two Shigashes definitely.
The 2 Shigeshes.
You can still use
Absolutely.
the 10k combo, but it is like obviously it's not as good.
Mm.
There's some certain cards that might be eventually, but like as he's already dropped one bad ring so far, like
He has dropped 1 bad ring. How
He's
many
got
does he have in the
two.
main?
he's only got two left.
He's only got 2 left. Okay.
Yeah. And the Cronoa as well. He's playing 2 Cronoa. So,
Is he really?
Yeah.
One thing I must say is we may have to lower our voices because unfortunately the players are not allowed to check the deck lists
Second game.
until the beginning of the second game where siding has started, where as we saw with Nathan versus Sandy, there was some serious reading happening between the players. You could actually see how much focus they were putting into what could potentially win them these games.
Having that extra insight into your opponent's deck is like everything. Especially, I quite like this.
I've never seen this before myself in any other TCG, and I think it's fair.
Thing, I've been told.
Really?
Yeah, it's a magic thing. One of the judge was telling me about it before.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Peter, being a veteran of all card games, I've spoken to him all day. He really knows his stuff about anything and everything TCG. Jamal opting to super combo, drawing the card. Could this be the card that he needs? What would you say Jamal actually needs in this situation?
In this situation now, I really don't know. That Deadly Defender's doing bits for him right now. So if he can
Yeah.
keep getting more and more of them out, he can definitely stall the game.
Yeah.
Obviously stalling isn't the best thing against especially against Nathan's deck,
Mhm.
but it may give him the time to get some more advantage, like getting
Yeah.
the more of the green drop freezer. I don't
Yes.
actually know its name off the top of my head. And more of the cyber freezer, like the promo one.
The
The big one.
Cyber Freezer.
Yeah, it is. I think it is.
Do you know what? Is it the yellow one with the? Is it the card? Is it?
Yeah.
I actually sold him one. I didn't sell him one. Well, I bought one for him basically. Uh, at the start of this tournament for Jamal Wilson. There. Obviously, before we did our deck list and everything, I don't know if he needed a spare or if he needed another in the main. Hopefully, we get to see it.
Hopefully. Well, what's
Hopefully, I get to sign the one I gave
yeah.
to him.
um, what's it called? With Jamal's deck, he is playing one of the freezers back from hell. It's got a sparking ability which allows you to deal your opponent a damage if they've got 7 or more rested cards.
7 or more rested cards.
Yeah.
Does that include energy?
Energy and leader.
That is incredible.
Yeah, it's a very interesting card. Not many players like actually kind of know about it because it kind of went under the radar due to just being
Yeah.
miraculous, being very
Yeah.
not very friendly to you.
If
But
your opponent has 7 or more rested cards.
yeah, I think
And
so.
I believe he does run, is it the Goku that can rest a card? That can rest
Possibly.
a battle card? I'm not quite sure. But I know he runs something that can rest cards. Unless it's in the side.
Unless it is in the side. I mean,
This is still game 1. This is still game 1. We have Nathan on 2 life and Jamal on 4. I've just been very kindly offered a mini egg by John, co-host of the tournament. One of the yellow freezes there. Oh,
Is
he's
that
revealing his
game?
hand. Is that game?
What's happening here? I think that's
Yep,
the
he's
game.
scooping it up.
Yeah. So
Yep, I believe that is game 1 to Nathan.
yeah, I believe.
In fact, I will just confirm for you, chat, if you bear with us 1 second. And as we suspected, it was Nathan, in fact, who did win game 1 of the top 4 feature match against Jamal Wilson. As you can see now, we have both players' respective deck
Yeah.
lists on the table for each player to read individually.
You can see the thought process that Nathan's going through. He's definitely thinking quite hard about it, just because I looked through Jamal's deck list before, and it was really interesting.
Yeah.
The main board's the Demigra Secret Rift, which is ridiculously good.
Against anything that runs Victory Strike, if Jamal can stall till he resolves that Demigra, if he can swing with it, even if the attack gets negated and the auto goes off, he could still potentially remove a Victory Strike. So we're just seeing now.
I had a look through Jamal's deck list before as well in
Yeah.
his sideboard, and he has some really interesting cards. He has the Batarings in the side, and he also has Scientist Foo in the side.
He's siding the bad ring
I think it's more just because in case of the Janemba matchup.
in case of the
I'm not
Janemba
sure, I
matchup.
cannot.
This is Jamal you're on about,
Yeah, yeah. So
And
he has 2 in the sideboard.
he has 2 on the side. Does he have any in main?
I can't remember. But we'll get the deck list back in a minute. So.
And the Foos, was it the Scientist Foos?
Scientist Foo, yeah.
Which is the double strike draw to?
Yeah.
Uh,
Correct.
incredible
And it's
card.
over round 7.
Mm.
It's just brilliant. Especially
Uh,
against Broly, where it might
mm.
end up getting to 2 eventually, and that can lose it the game.
Yeah, I've always seen double strike as quite a scary mechanic in any game. I feel it's a ridiculous amount of pressure. It's too much. I would not be able to sit in these players' shoes right now, facing a double strike or maybe even a victory strike. I would not be able to keep my cool there.
Someone dropping a victory strike against you is just dreadful sometimes. Like, coming as from a Geneva player, it's crazy. When someone goes, high mastery, rest your energy, so you can't maneuver, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then they go Vic Strike, and they just win. And it's crazy. It's such a good card.
Yeah.
It is silly.
Speaking of a Janemba player, you went to Euros.
I did good at Euros.
What did you play at Euros?
I did play Geneva at Euros.
You did play Janemba at
I
Euros.
did terrible.
You did terrible with
I
Janemba.
didn't do great at Euros because I ended up playing like 4 mirror matches all day. I only won
4
like,
mirror matches.
Yeah, I ended up so I won 50-50 of them, but
Mhm.
it was a bit silly.
Yep.
It was so much Janemba at Euros because everyone obviously went in with the idea like Janemba, this deck's the best deck in the format, obviously, but one of the best decks. Seeing it, Broly and Dende
Apart from
fighting now.
Ginyu Shenron.
Yeah, getting you Shenron and GT Broly as he
Shout outs
called
to
it.
our Nathan Mills there.
Nathan Mills, another resident of the Liverpool shop.
Yes. Um. So obviously, I wanted to hear about how you did with your Janemba while these
So
players prepare for game
I
one.
didn't do terribly great, sadly, because I was sat with
Mm.
Sandy at the start of the round, and we were talking, and then he goes, so I put the psyches in this morning, and I'm like, I completely forgot to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I went to bed with the idea that I was get up in the morning and do it, but we ended up waking up late, and I ended up forgetting to put it as you do.
See, we
But
actually left two of my players in Team Spirit Bomb's side decks at home. As last minute
yeah,
panic. You've
it
really got
happens.
to be key prepared for these events.
Yeah.
It happens. You do have to learn to you can learn from your mistakes, and you do have to learn to live with those mistakes, and they can only better you as a player.
Well, one of the last chances I had before I went to Euros was a BCC up in London, not London, up in Newcastle, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got all my stuff together on my bag, and then I realised when I got in the car with Nathan and stuff, and we were driving,
Mhm.
halfway through, I was like, okay, I'll write my deck list. I ended
Yeah.
up whipping out the wrong deck, and I was like, I haven't even really got a deck with me. It was
Oh,
for a wrong game.
wow. Okay.
And so I ended up having to learn how to play Yamcha in
Mm.
that day, and I ended up doing like top four or something. But yeah, both
Top
players
four.
are now deciding to mulligan now. I
Yep.
wonder what they actually put in the decks, because I just saw a Guru and he's got a radar in his hand as well. I might have to keep my voice down a bit because I'm very loud.
Yeah. It's
But
okay.
yeah, he sent two and Nathan has sent five. I would say.
Nathan's opted to send five back into the
Pretty
deck,
hard
and Jamal's
mulligan.
opted to keep
Two, two.
keep
Is it
two.
four? No,
I'm
three.
pretty
It was
sure that's
three.
three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't see under his hand in his deck.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've just been handed back the respective players' deck lists. We can now actually give you a summary of the side decks and anything potentially going into the main board for these matchups. I'm seeing.
Yeah, so and just from here straight away, I can see Crushable is in Jamal's
Yep.
side forward, which would be really good against obviously if the guy wants to go into height, if Nathan wants to use height, and then
And we
he can
see
play
a
for
handshake for the best of luck to both players. And Jamal takes the lead, potentially charging. Is he going to do it? And the time magic goes in the
time.
energy. That is a statement. That is a bold
It
statement.
doesn't care what you've got because its hand's too spicy.
Maybe. I'm actually seeing a Universe 7 representative in the side deck of Nathan Hills.
It must be just because might be worried that he might not get height or any of the
I'm actually
D7
seeing
cards.
three of them. He's citing all three representative.
Yeah,
That is an
if
interesting.
you notice in his extra card bit, it's oh hang on, no, he's just put it. Has he? No, it's very low. His extra card count. By the looks of it.
His extra card count does appear to be quite low.
Maybe not.
Jamal
Maybe not.
searching a one star and a Parungas.
The one star being probably one of the best opener moves
Mhm.
for a Dragon Ball player, anyway.
So for any new players, or such as myself, because I am a new player, albeit a judge, I am a new player. What is the difference between a regular Dragon Ball and a Parungas?
There is literally nothing. It is literally just to fit the theme of both
Of
decks. Just
okay.
because, obviously, in the show, Plant and Namek have their own Dragon Balls,
Mm,
and Earth have their own Dragon Balls. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's it.
So Jamal's gone for the +2. Jamal opting for the +2 and the discard 1, potentially taking a combo piece. What did he take out of Nathan's hand actually? Can we see that?
I think it's the. I'll have a quick look in the thing.
Mhm.
But this is his hand. I think it's the start deck. It's the got Gohan from the
I've
start
just
deck. I
had
think.
someone in the chat. I can't quite see your name at the moment. I do apologize, but a deck committed 2 weeks before a big event works best. I can absolutely agree with that. I definitely concur. That is some. top tier advice, and it was the Gohan 3 drop,
Yeah,
I
it's the
believe, in the
Star
chat.
Deck one that came in the Goku's Lineage product, I think.
Thank you, chat. You're being a
Yeah.
better announcer than I. Um,
Yeah, this one. Ultimate Potential Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan.
okay, is this the Jacko that's been charged?
So yeah, so the Jacko, he's charged the Jacko, which was really interesting,
It is.
actually.
That's what I was. That's what I was. Because I haven't seen anyone do that today. I don't think.
Charging the super, I had charged a couple super combos today, but it was more just because of the mirror, because you don't want
Mhm.
to be wrong.
Okay.
But charging the Jacko is pretty big, just because if he
Mm.
switches off the Chronoas, that's if he switches Chronoa on, it switches off Shigesh. So it's like
And Jamal has just charged as well for turn. I
he
believe
just
he just charged
charged the surprise attack freezer. That's what
the
it's called.
surprise attack freezer. Is that
Oh
what
no,
that is?
hang on, no,
No,
it's
I
not.
don't think that is.
That's the. I'm not even sure. There's so many different freezers.
He is opting for the 2-star ball and a Parangas.
Both plays are very interesting deck lists.
They do
So
have, and they currently have very interesting energy
yeah,
as well.
they both seem very interested in the game, while
Yeah,
like very energetic. Let's say. Yeah.
yeah. Do you think maybe one of these could be a sort of fine move, as in to fake out the opponent to make them think? You know, maybe some psychological play on, oh, I need to charge this and make the opponent think that I've got another one
See,
or spares.
the idea is, I'm thinking he's charged that just to the idea that he might not have, he might not have kept the Chronoa,
Hmm.
which would be huge because it means his Shigesh just pops off and it makes the deck so much better. But we'll end up seeing, won't we?
Yeah, we will. Jamal's deck has been handed to the head judge, Piotr. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Please forgive me if I didn't. Who also goes by Peter. It is an easier, more direct translation. And the Cronoa goes down from
Yeah,
Jamal.
there we go.
I wonder if Nathan sided out the Shigesh for exactly this reason. And like we discussed
Well,
before,
you can't.
Cronoa.
You actually can't run any more than 4 super combos in the deck. That
Yeah,
includes sideboard.
that does include
So
sideboard. The same with the
I
Dragon
don't
Ball
know
cards.
if he would have bothered
Do you think he?
sideboarding that out. I was more thinking that maybe you might bluff them out and have not kept the Shigesh in the deck. But
I was thinking he'd have sided it out potentially because I believe we saw Jamal with a Cronoa last game.
yeah, I
Hmm.
think so. Actually, yeah, last game he did.
Mm.
Um,
Seen some very clean play, and a super combo goes down
straight
so
off the
early in
bat,
the game.
it's literally just so he can use the Dende to get the
And
extra
is
plus.
that because he is in fact at 5 life?
Yeah, yeah.
It is, and so that does confirm you can use that super combo at 5 life.
Well, with this deck, obviously, when the Dende awakens, you get another Namekian back. So
Yes,
it's basically just getting a free super combo back.
he can in
It's
fact
crazy.
return the super
Yeah.
combo, which we did see him do earlier.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting play. I mean, obviously it was an obvious play, but it's an incredible one nonetheless. Both players with a satiable hand size here.
I was just interested in Jamal's running Fu Shrouded in Mystery. Which is
Who's
very,
Shrouded in Mystery? Is he running that?
yeah,
It's in the side.
yeah, it's inside, so it
Do you
might
think
have
he's
put it in.
mained it maybe?
I'm not sure. It's a very good cut against the Geneva matchup. I would love to see if he dropped it against the Broly, just to see him squirm a bit, but yeah.
Did Jamal just boost the Cronoa?
Yeah, he used it to block.
Okay,
Just because it's a dead card when it hits the field after
okay.
that. Nice draw, and that's it. We've got so many choices here. It's crazy.
And Jamal, I believe, did he resolve the revival of the Emperor?
Is there a freezer on board?
There is not.
I don't think so.
Jamal 4 life, and Nathan the same. A 1-star goes down. could potentially take a combo piece out of Nathan's hand at this point in the game, because obviously both players have spent the entire time in this round setting up their hand.
Well, if you've noticed as well, if you look at Nathan's like
Hmm.
energy, he's put in a lot of good cards. So I'm
Yes.
guessing his hand might be just full of good cards.
Yeah. I've just seen a planet go to the bin off of Nathan. How do you think that fares up?
I think it's okay, just because I reckon he might have good cards in hand in general,
Yeah.
and if he was going to use it anyway, he would have went for the Shigesh, but which he doesn't need to anymore because of the Cronoa. So
Chrono isn't bin though.
yeah, but it's used once it's been played. It's done.
Okay.
The effect stays.
As in player condition. Yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does. I do apologize. I remember that being told to us. And
Yeah, and the Deadly Defender.
the deadly defender Freezer comes down. He swings. Did he swing for the Bardock?
Yeah, yeah. So I think he's trying to stop the Bardock swapping into maybe the Gohan or something. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, it'll be the Gain. So there's a Gain in there that is lets him draw a bunch.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be the reason. He may have that. Yeah, back over to Nathan now.
Yep. Back to Nathan. He draws for turn. Jamal with a very proud hand shuffle there, with that deadly defender on the board. I know I would. A cold bloodlust goes to the energy. Wow.
I'm surprised he didn't. But if there wasn't what was
The Harry Harry comes
yeah.
down. Here we go. This is how he won Game 3 against Jamal for the top 8 positions. Was that burst too?
The thingy. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Untapping. And playing another Harry Harry. That is.
He also did this before, didn't he? When he played 3 of them.
Yep.
So
Yep.
hopefully they might do a bit of the same. I'm just very impressed that I'm just a bit surprised that he didn't cold bloodlust the freezer.
Did he draw it for turn?
Maybe.
He may have drawn it for turn, and obviously, I'd have been quite angry at the cold bloodlust for showing up late to the party.
Oh, and the path gets dropped.
The path does get dropped from the 3 off of the Haru Haru.
That card lets like the entire deck work basically.
Yeah, this is building up to be a very interesting board from Nathan. Do you think? Oh, and he awakens as well for the energy. This is.
Going for it.
He is absolutely going all out.
And striving goes now. The striving gets rid of the deadly defender completely now.
The
Striving to be the best. It's
striving to be the best. Is that what that is? I couldn't see it before.
Yeah, it's in his deck list.
Yeah.
I think it may have been in his. No, it might have.
I'm sure it's in the main because I saw it.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a solid card. It literally stops this deck.
What?
Um,
And the Nimbus.
coming in clutch with a Nimbus.
Does that mean he only gets the leader and that's it?
No, he gets the leader and another battle card.
The leader and another battle card. Discarding the time magic for the Nimbus. Is that the cost? Is that what he was doing there?
Yeah, so he has to discard a yellow card for it.
Yeah.
And then obviously the rest of this auto comes into effect.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have to use the auto if he doesn't want to. He just can pay the yellow and do the need. But obviously, why wouldn't you when you've got a board like that?
Yeah. A super combo goes down. And another swing from Nathan. And another super combo. This is really, really something else from Jamal Wilson.
I'm quite interested that he doesn't want to drop down 5/4.
Really?
Yeah, like
I think it's actually, I think it's a very, very clever playstyle, keeping it around the 4 area. But that's in other decks such as,
it may
U7.
just be because in case he doesn't have that next strike and he could just go if he goes down to 3 and attacks with his
Yeah.
height and mash boost, that could just do him in straight away.
Yeah. Could Nathan potentially pull into something that, double strike, triple strike? Is there anything that he has here
So obviously
that could be the end
playing
for Jamal?
The Demeter, isn't he?
Uh,
This could obviously save his life completely.
mm.
But he has got some interesting stuff.
I believe Jamal's running Demeanor. I don't know if it's been sided out, and a Dragon Radar in a beautiful foil goes into the energy.
The question. Oh, the Kami goes.
The
The
Kami.
Kami's got rid of the entire board.
Has it actually?
Yeah, so Kami.
Does it resolve? Can it be
Oh
bloodlusted?
wait, no. Those little black cards all have deflect, such as like
The Haru Harus?
yeah. So
Yeah.
like Toki Toki and for Noah.
Can
and
he get
Dende.
rid of the striving with the Kami?
Yes, you can.
Oh, the board does go. The
Yeah.
board does in fact go.
Everything that I believe that's 4 or less gets taken away.
What an absolute power play from Jamal.
We saw it like earlier on when we got to see Jason versus Nathan when he was playing the thing. He
And
played the
another
Dende
Dragon
deck.
Raider! Bring
And he
back
got
the Emperors.
another Emperor card, and can we get a regular Dragon Ball, or will we
Could
go
this
for a
be it
1?
for Nathan? Nathan Hills, who's done quite well today and already had a really,
Solid Dragon Ball.
yeah, an absolutely incredible record. And
Both players have done extremely well today, so
yeah,
it's very impressive.
Jamal, unfortunately, I watched him get paired down consecutively for 3 rounds in a row, even though he was top and first to finish. So obviously both extremely experienced players really know what they're doing, and the deadly defender comes out.
Hopefully he doesn't have the striving to be the best again, because, you know, that wouldn't be great for him.
He goes for the swing. How much does Nathan need to block this right now?
Right now he needs 10, just 10.
Just 10.
for now.
Okay.
It's a 20 on its own, so and then it goes minus. I think it is a 20, or maybe a 15.
Blocks with a Jacko?
Yeah, it must be. It must be just a 20.
Did he just...
Attack with his leader, yeah.
He can attack with that
Yeah.
leader.
So a lot of coloured leaders can do that. It's more. It's I think it's just Purunga and Chemron who can't actually attack.
Oh yeah, because this is the... Is it the Dende leader?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Dende leader with the pick. That's actually my leader.
Is it really?
Yeah. So he was looking for a hollow one all morning, and I was like, oh, I've got one. There you go.
So this is actually your card we're seeing
Yeah.
right here, right now.
Yeah.
And we've seen one of my cards. Wow.
And also
We made it to top 8,
yeah,
bro.
the other Nathan Mills who's
Mhm.
playing the Ginyu deck. His Purunga leader is mine as well.
Wow.
And same as the other person who's in top 8, top 4, Kieran, his Broly leader's mine.
Mm.
So 3 of the leaders.
What did Nathan just charge?
It's a yellow Goku's lineage card. When it guards with it, I think it either gains 5 or 10k on the attack. So when it's getting attacked, not being affected.
Nathan checking the drop here.
Just keeping an eye out for what stuff he still has.
Absolutely.
It's too important at this point.
And Jamal obviously has the 7 already out of his deck.
Obviously, yeah. He's attacking with Broly leader straight away.
He's attacking with his leader.
Yeah, so I was expecting maybe something, maybe playing something, but maybe he's just trying to dig for something, a bit of spice to.
Did
help him
Jamal just
prevent.
block with a deadly defender?
From well, I think he just got a revival back to hand, so you may be able to just get it out straight away and get 2 deadly defenders on the look, or just replace the one that he's just got rid of. Yeah, he has just played a mirror.
The big mirror?
Yeah,
Is that the 7 drop?
that is the 7-drop black card that is overwhelm. I think 7. Pay 1, and then his entire deck obviously goes to the wall because of overwhelm. I think it's 5k for every 2.
You mean his entire drop goes
Yeah,
to the
drop.
wall?
Imagine his deck. How bad
His
would that
deck,
be?
yeah, that would be. Both players maximum focus in their eyes at this moment in time. Our judge, our head judge Peter, giving us the nod.
Both players just very intense right now.
It is. This is incredibly tense. This has been.
It's a very massive turn. The turning point was probably when the Kami came down.
Yep.
And it kind of flipped the back in Jamal's favour.
Yep.
May have just had a win or lost.
I believe Nathan Mills may have just won again for top 4.
Do you want me to go run and find out?
I'll tell you what, if you just bear with us 1 second, chat. Oh, actually,
Oh, another path goes down.
the path. Will he swing with the path for game?
Yeah. Oh.
Our boy Jay from Team Spirit Bomb. Can you confirm? Did Nathan Mills just make it through? Nathan Mills is officially top 2. Nathan Mills from Liverpool, representing Critical Hit Games Cafe.
I just leave the window open, man.
A Dragon Radar is confirmed by Jamal.
So, like I
What
said,
will he be grabbing from
the revival of the Emperor. It's
the
the
Emperor
best
again?
decision right now.
I haven't seen any Child's Wish. Does Jamal
That
even
does,
run?
I don't. No, I don't think he does. I think because what revival of the Emperor does, it lets him get a freezer back straight away. So it
Really?
can do a lot more spice.
A lot more
There's a lot more
spice.
spice, some people may say.
some
Um,
some spicy cards from a spicy player. Oh, is that the 2-star? He's just added the 2-star, I believe.
no, he doesn't.
And
He
the
does not
Emperors.
run Child Wish.
He does not run
It's
Child's
also
Wish.
because a lot of the freezer cards are 20s and like 19s and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're odd numbers, like kind of weird numbers about. Well,
Yeah.
obviously don't play around the Child
Mhm.
Wish.
Checking the drop, I believe, currently,
What's going on? I think it's just having a discussion about the
about the actual state of the board. I believe we've had a slight intermission while something is being resolved.
quick ruling by the looks of it. So
Yeah.
I think because you want to cold bloodless the card, and he's trying to think if it gets revealed. It doesn't get revealed. He has to choose the cards first. I think.
Yeah, he can't actually ask the judge for an opinion on it because the judge isn't technically allowed to give an
I
opinion.
don't think he's given an opinion. It's more, can I do that or not?
He can give a ruling if the player puts forth the correct situation. Is he not tapped out?
No, he's got one open.
Yep.
So
What color is this energy?
it's yellow currently.
Oh, so
it will
there is
be able to
potential.
pop. Yeah.
And it does go down. The cold bloodless does go down.
So cold bloodless only works for the turn it's activated.
Does this mean the deadly defender is now?
No, it doesn't. I don't actually understand why he played the card. It's not a too bad. It's not a bad move, but it's not a great move. Just because cold bloodless switches off at the end of the turn, I think.
Okay.
So that the deadly defender skill
Mhm.
still kicks in at the end of his turn.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
So the deadly defender skill only works during.
Does the
opponent's
deadly
turn.
defender have any keywords?
It has barrier.
Barrier.
So the barrier is switched off for for Jamal's turn until obviously it passes to Nathan, and then all the skills come
And
back.
then everything returns. Yeah. Choosing to swing with the leader there. Can we get
I think just putting more
a
pressure.
super combo goes down?
Ooh. Putting more pressure on the leader is ridiculous against Broly.
That is a lot of energy Jamal has at his disposal right now.
And it's a revival again.
A revival.
Obviously not going to be able to cold blood list it this time because.
Nope. Yeah. He is. Nathan is tapped out in this situation,
Ooh.
and there goes
The freezer.
the freezer.
It's the one that I named by accident.
Really?
Yeah, it's the.
That's the
It's
side.
attack.
Oh, is it?
I think I'm not sure. Or maybe it's the We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah. Absolutely. Chat, can you tell us which freezer that is? I do not know the exact name of the card.
I think it is Clan of Terror. Actually, is it? You know the one that's just played now? That's Clan of Terror. The permanent 4-drop where you make play cards. Yeah. Clan of Terror.
Clan of Terror. Okay.
So he's just dropped the Shigesh.
And another super combo. And that is 1-1. That is a confirmed 1-1. So that is that game to Jamal. The deck lists have been taken back over to the table.
Players looking very. Jamal looking very excited about that now.
Yeah. I think. Do you think Jamal has finally figured out the silver bullet against this deck that Nathan is piloting currently?
I'm not sure. It may have just been a very good play just because he could punish Nathan for doing all that obviously aggro against him.
Yeah.
Oh, it may have just been a tad bit of right card, right time. So
Yeah.
let's see him carry on. I've noticed something very good about Jamal. He's a very positive player. Like when he lost before, he didn't seem very down about it.
Clan of Terror, aka Peekaboo.
Yeah. So I didn't name it right.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did. I'm sorry, in chat I can't quite see your name.
Yeah.
Blaney P. Good spot. Again, Andrew with a contribution for the Gohan 3-drop. Thank you so much. You can see this a lot better than we can. I can just see Nathan Mills talking to Kieran. Friend, Victor. Victim. I wonder if we can get a quick chat with Nathan Mills, Slayer of Gods. How are you?
Yeah, I'm into the final. I just beat some scrub called Kieran West.
Kieran West.
Yeah, absolute scrub. No, it was a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, into the final with Ginyu.
Into the final with Ginyu.
Yeah, so I'm looking to win
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah. How do you feel about? How do you actually feel about what your potential matchup could be right now?
Yeah, so I've not played against Jamal's deck before, but I've seen the list, so I know how it plays. And it's just the other one's just the Victory Strike deck, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I've got a good matchup against Victory Strike-ish.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, you've got a somewhat stable matchup against Victory Strike, and you've seen Jamal's deck, so you could potentially have the advantage here. Mr. Kieran West, hi there. How do you feel?
I'm good.
You good?
Came to the top, like, I played, straight up played yellow, what is it, GT? I built a GT Broly with basically what it was just four, so it was, obviously with GT there's the size 1, 3, and 7, so
Okay.
originally I just had that, but last night I just wasn't very happy about it. We were play testing against Janemba, and
Yeah.
it just loses, like it does, the yellow just straight up dies,
Mhm.
and the main reason for that is the Cronoa, and
Yeah.
it was just every deck's main boarding it now.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, so I put the chain trunks and just, so now it's like 50-50 red and yellow.
Mhm.
And I came today and there wasn't a single Janemba owl that I didn't, well, there was Janemba players, but I missed them all. I've actually played against Broly today. I played against variants, I played against Bardock Rush and like the Victory Strike and stuff like that, but other than that, it's been fine.
Yeah.
Medic's been good. It's just like playing against Nathan. Like my only loss today was Nathan, and then my only loss in top was Nathan. So it's just one of those. Like this deck's a meme.
Wow.
To be
Okay.
fair. Like it seems good in aspects, but its matchups can be tough.
Any particular shout outs you want to give, to anyone, back home, or any funding or any cards you've
I'm
lent?
in the same channel as Alex, who you've been talking to anyway. So we got HCCG on YouTube, but other than that, not particularly. I did it by myself.
Absolutely huge shout outs to Ace TCG, Mr. Alex Stewart, to my immediate left YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Both players, I believe, opted to keep 3 in the deck. The life has gone down.
I'm really just wondering what they've both decided to sideboard and keep.
I-
Or
yeah,
I don't even. I can't remember. Obviously, because we were talking to Kieran, then we didn't get to see what they sideboarded. So hopefully, there's some. And a successor for Hope goes down straight away.
Yep.
Um,
And
that's height mastery.
that's Height of Mastery. It is. The SPR I got mixed up with the Victory Strike earlier
Grabs a
on
Bardock.
Sandy's board because he does have the SPR. The successor's gone down. What did he search? The Bardock? Oh, so he can, in fact,
Yep.
play that for 1,
Get a nice little life.
get some advantage, and a potential double body on board because that Bardock does have Swap, one of the most broken mechanics in the game.
I'm gonna guess he's just done a successor again. just
Another
because
successor
it is
because he's
drop.
added the
Gohan.
Gohan.
Yeah.
Can he swap into that Gohan right now?
Yep.
He absolutely can. That is so fast, adding that Bardock back to the hand, ready for next turn.
The swap mechanic is really, really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it was very oppressive meta when the Hooligan swap was a thing.
Yes, yes it was. I actually, that's the deck that I learnt to play Dragon Ball with.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Pretty difficult.
I dealt a friend of mine. I dealt him 12 damage
Jeez. That's a lot of damage.
on my first turn of Dragon Ball. Purunga goes down.
And the
The 1-star. What is the? What do we have charged here?
That is the. I think it's called. I don't even know what the character.
And the Deadly Defender's gone to the drop.
That's pretty good for him, just because he can just revival it back.
Yeah, with the Emperors.
Yeah, revival of the Empress.
Yeah. I suppose I'll ask Chat. Chat, what do you think? What do you think should have been sided in or sided out for these matchups? If you were Nathan, because this is quite a crazy matchup. It's
Yeah. I think he's not going to try and go too much of a push on him.
Mm.
I think he's going to try and avoid the Kami.
the Kami.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So personally, if I saw a deck that was this fast, as fast as Jamal's, I just wouldn't swing. I just wouldn't attack because I don't want to give my opponent an advantage.
It's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to Broly. Like he's dealing himself damage a lot, but plus you as well. Like and there goes the Kami, obviously.
Oh no! Oh, he charged the Kami. Okay,
With him not wanting to play into it, may have been a very good play.
you really think so?
Yeah, I honestly do.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think he's gonna not. Maybe it could even just be like a bit of a mind game and be like, has he got another one? Or maybe
could
I'll just
be.
put it in there.
Yeah.
And now he's not gonna overextend
Mhm.
against me,
Yeah.
which could be huge.
Yeah. I believe the reason I said I wouldn't swing against Jamal's deck
Keeping some
if I was
energy.
running Nathan's is because he doesn't get the advantage, and I could potentially search into a victory strike.
Actually, that is incorrect. Sorry, it's because height of mastery, his ability when he comes out, he
Mhm.
rests 3 of your energy.
Yeah.
So by keeping your energy untapped, you're just basically wasting your energy.
Yeah.
So
I meant as in the life. Sorry, the life card. Yeah, I don't want to give my I don't want to give my opponent life cards because then I can just search the victory strike and
it's only like the 8 cards in there that could be the victory strike, which is obviously
hmm
a massive thing. Like
the Cronoa goes down so early in the game. This is a this is a potentially huge advantage for Jamal.
he does have the 2 Jackos still, like last time. So
He does.
yeah, he obviously Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan has his 2 other super combos still that he hasn't charged this time.
Ah, yes, of course, because we did see some interesting energy in the last
In the
board.
last game. But we're not going to talk now. Not much is actually currently happening. I think both players are just like trying to figure out stuff to do.
I mean, the room has fallen silent. This is quite a tense game.
Well, this is for whoever gets money or not now, isn't it?
This is for this is for the prizes. Have you seen the prize pot?
The price pot is pretty big.
It is a pretty big prize pot.
First it's 150, is that not correct?
I believe so.
And then 100 gets for second, and then
Yeah.
third is another 50,
Mhm.
and fourth sadly doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
But and also they've got very nice looking top 8 mats. If you have a look on the London Plays Guild Facebook page, they put a photo up of it. The Broly Chile and I think Bluno, and the mat looks really nice. Same as another one I did, the one that we've got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the mats. I'm definitely gonna have to come to more of the London Plays Guild events.
Yes.
Because, them spicy mats are lovely.
I will be ensuring that Team Spiribon do come to more London Players Guild events, especially if they keep turning out like this one.
Yeah, this is a good turn.
The super combo has gone to the drop for Jamal for him to add back later on.
And he has just added a regular Dragon Ball to hand as well.
A regular.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think maybe he might not have enough Parangas. Or possibly not. But
Have we seen the freezer
the
surprise
the
attack?
green one.
Oh,
The promo one, it's very good.
oh, okay.
He hasn't played it properly yet, I don't think, apart from the first game.
I think he did in the first game. Yeah.
Yeah, he
The
hasn't
Dragon
played it.
Radar goes down.
He's going for the 2 draws off the. He's choosing to pick the Dragon Balls, if
Yeah.
you can't tell.
That's why he drew the 2. It just
Yeah.
saves time, saying that he will use the Dragon Balls. There's just no point wasting the time adding them back to hand.
When you're just going to drop them straight away.
Yeah.
Both players thinking every move through now. Like, as it should be at such a high level in the game.
How would you feel at this moment in time?
See, I'm a bit now.
Oh, the Deadly Defender.
Yes, very nice. Very good pick right now.
How does this fare for Nathan?
I think he's not in a bad spot. I still don't think he's in a great spot.
Is that 2 paths on the
He
board?
has got 2 paths on the board.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm kind of hesitant about is if you can maybe get. He has got a Kami in hand. If you haven't noticed.
Okay. So we are going to have to be quiet, declaring that Jamal does have a Kami in hand because we don't want the other players to hear we don't exactly want his opponent to hear what he could have.
PM, wasn't it?
Is that another Dragon Radar? And he's opting to draw off of a Dragon Ball.
His deck is really low as well.
He is swinging with the Deadly Defender. Where is he swinging?
Just leader.
Just Leader. Okay. And Nathan opted to take the life.
He's past the 7.
So did he potentially give Nathan advantage there?
Not necessarily. Like it could. This entire game could just go in one way, like it did last time.
Mm.
But Nathan's in a really good spot right now. I'm not too sure. I don't want to be too excited about it because you saw us get quite excited when he did the whole
Yeah.
Hara thing, and
Absolutely.
then got a little bit of a situation. So maybe
Mhm.
not. Maybe not. We'll see.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that the Kami could go down and completely remove this board?
Not currently, no.
Not
He
currently.
hasn't got enough cards on board.
Yeah. Is it 4 or more? Yeah.
Well, if he opts to get the height mastery out early, it means he can do some spicy stuff.
Mhm.
It's more just because if he does choose to overextend and go for a big push, if he gets Kami, he won't be punished as much because Kami can't kill cards at 4 power or more, like 4 drops or higher. I think.
Okay.
Or 5 drops or higher, I meant.
Yeah.
So the card I was going against the 10 or the 5k, I can't remember. If it's speed attack, but
And
it's
the
still
super
good
combo
5k
goes down. Jamal draws. I've noticed some very clean looking boards from these feature matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are really, really, really disciplined players.
What I'm looking at the moment is
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if Nathan's trying to play really, really smart and he's trying to hit that deadly defender as much as he can to make Jamal waste his entire hand, so then he can just pop down the Vegeta striving to be the best and get rid of it completely and make his entire defense pointless.
Okay.
But maybe it's me just overthinking things.
Do we see a time magic resolving? Is he hardcasting?
Yeah, he has hardcasted.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if he can decide on what it is because.
Did he have the option not to hardcast it at this point?
Yes, most definitely. If you look at the drop zone, he's got 7 cards in his.
Yeah.
He's got the 7
It's
Dragon Balls.
Sparking 7, is it? Yeah.
It's Sparking 7, way plus.
Yeah. So play a card for free and add a life card to your hand. That is
very nice.
yeah, that is more than just an equal out because you wouldn't need to pay the energy with the alternative cost.
Yeah, he does have the 5 lives still, doesn't he?
Mhm. We do have our top 4 contestants gathered around the table as well. In complete silence, the Bardock goes down. He self-awakens by 1 more card, putting him to 3 energy. He chooses to swap.
I'm very impressed by how both players are just thinking everything through very methodically. And they're definitely going to get one of them to win at least.
Yeah, I was gonna make a note. These players are moving remarkably fast for the situation. I would not be able to make a decision at this point, given the current, the prestige of what's at stake here.
Well, if you just noticed the Hara gets struck.
The Haru did come down.
Means he could technically just still swap into the big thing.
Mhm.
It just all depends on how crazy.
Did he just swing into the Deadly Defender, or was it?
No, you have to keep attacking the deadly defender until it's gone. That's
do?
what makes deadlies really good.
Wow. Okay. And the Bardock comes
He's
down.
definitely trying to beat it this time, isn't he?
Is he trying to boost over it? He absolutely is.
Works.
That's it for the Deadly Defender, but is this it for Jamal?
This could be that he just put the mastery down and he awakens. He must definitely have a bad ring then, huh? If he's awakening. If he's keeping the energy open, you want to just, yeah, just wait and see.
Okay.
You can see now Nathan is actually really pleased. Look at him now in real time.
hmm He's paying cost for 1
And the
to
victory
evolve into the Victory Strike. Does Jamal
and that's game.
have the response? No, that is game to Nathan.
Well played.
Nathan
both
Hills.
players.
Congratulations, Jamal Wilson. Commiserations. What an incredible matchup.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Also, check out our other videos.